Welcome, Cancer, to your weekly Timeless Love reading brought to you by Ghetto Readings. And of course, Sapphire Queen 999 will be the one translating your message to you today. So, let me just give you a little overall of what it is that I like to do here when I am bringing the messages to you guys. I like to pick up energies from the past, present, and future. Then I like to look at the bottom of the deck cards in order to pick up your current overall energy. I also like to use oracle cards in order to set the mood for each timeline. Um, I want everyone to keep in mind that these are just general messages. They're for entertainment purposes only. This message may or may not resonate with you. If it does, press like. If it doesn't, then take what you got out of it and leave what you don't. But if any other fellow cancers, you should spread the word. You should recommend this video to them. They may be in need of this message. Okay, so I'm going to introduce the decks that I'm going to be using for our reading today. I'm going to be using Tarot in Wonderland, and that's what I'm going to be using to lay out the overall spread. Then I will be using the Wonderland Tarot in order to clarify. And for your oracle cards, I will be using Alice the Wonderland Oracle. Okay, so let's get right to it, Cancer. In the recent past, your first oracle card is Belong to Your Own Dream, card 32. And it states, create your own life. And what I'm getting out of this card, Cancer, is that, I believe that you guys are people pleasers. Yeah, y'all like to make people feel good. Y'all very caring, very understanding. And a lot of the times, y'all, tend to neglect yourselves and y'all dreams in order to put other people's dreams before you. Okay, so let's move on to your first card in the recent past. So for your first card in the recent past, we have the Ace of Wands. This usually means that, there was some new beginning that started. Usually a beginning that brought on a lot of passion, a lot of heat, probably lust. It was adventurous, it was exciting, it brought on enthusiasm. And, once again, it did bring on a lot of heat because you see the way that fire is burning out of that genie bottle. That's what it looks like to me. It's like a genie bottle, like something you wish for, and what you got was fire. And that's clarified by the Four of Wands, which usually means the marriage card, the union card, a celebration card. Usually when you get this card, it means, that people will be coming together to celebrate. They will be coming in union to celebrate something harmonic. So what I'm thinking is that, this new beginning, this new offer of passion and love was something that you felt could probably lead to marriage. And that's clarified further by the King of Pentacles, or as in this deck, the King of Oysters. And I'm picking that energy up like your person's energy, Cancer. You might be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So what I'm getting out of this is that this person that came to bring you this passionate love offer is someone who's pretty stable, someone who has control of their life. They are abundant, they're intelligent, they're successful, they have materialistic stuff. They really don't need anything from anyone, and they're willing to share what they have with you. So let's move on to your next card in the recent past. We have the Five of Pentacles. And this card usually means feeling like someone left you out in the cold, like not pertaining to a group. It could also mean financial hardship. And from what I'm getting here, is that, you're being like evicted or kicked out or asked to leave from a place. It could be due to financial reasons. Maybe you haven't been able to keep up with all your bills and all your debts as you should. And that is clarified by the Ten of Wands, which usually means that, you've went through a horrible experience and that is over now. And even though you may have failed, you picked up whatever you had left in you and you moved on to a new beginning. So what I'm thinking is that, due to this financial hardship, you decided to cut ties with this person that you met not too long ago because you were probably feeling somewhat intimidated, being that that person was stable financially and had everything they needed. You were feeling a little intimidated by them because you too wanted to bring the same stability to the table as that person does. And that's followed by the Knight of Oysters. So I'm reading that as your energy now, Cancer. And, this Knight of Oysters usually the slowest card in the deck. Out of all the knights, this knight travels real slow. This knight is very reliable. He's going to make sure he come through for you. But he may take his time, but he's coming. So what I'm thinking is that, you went off to try to correct your financial issues before you went back to deal with your person. You wanted to be able to offer and promise them something of the same and not be considered less than. For your third card in the recent past, we have the Emperor. And I'm feeling this as your energy. You went out there to search for, opportunities that brought you more stability, more abundance, something to be able to bring to the table to offer this person that you met. And that is clarified by the King of Hats, which tells me that, on your way back to this initial person, you came across a few love offerings. If you look inside the hat, there's like a few people design. It looks like little stick bodies, a few heads, a few little bodies, so you may have come across a few offers of love, new offers that may have distracted you from your initial offer, the person you promised to get back to. This distraction could have been caused by Pisces. Okay? And the feeling and what you got from this person that you met, this distraction, is that you began to feel stuck. You weren't sure which way you wanted to go. Should I go with the Pisces? Or should I go with that first person that was stable, that King of Pentacles? So in the present, you have card number 39, which states uncertainty. Choose who you will become. So what I'm getting out of this, Cancer, is that, you decided to go off in search of more opportunities so that you could come back and reconnect with this King of Pentacles and be able to match their financial stability. So, like I said, on your way back, you became distracted by someone who had you feeling stuck. So now with this card, what I'm thinking is that, you have to make a choice. Who you're going to be. You're going to be the person that keeps his promises or her promises, or the person that, doesn't even have a word to go on. You have the High Priestess. And I'm picking this up as probably your energy. You started to notice things and started to listen to your intuition, and something was telling you that, that hangman distraction down there probably wasn't the best decision. It was something that brought fear to you, something that you knew, things were hitting and not everything was coming out to the light. And it made you, not feel secure anymore, not feel sure enough. So, you may decide to leave that distraction and go back to your initial person. For your second card, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which usually reads as someone who is assessing the work they have done, and they're deciding whether it's something that they should move on with or something that they should stop and start something new. So once again, with this High Priestess card, you've been thinking about your decisions, about the way you walked away from your initial person in order to respond to a distraction. And now you're wondering if that decision was actually the right decision for you. So for your second clarifier in your present, we have the Three of Wands. And this usually means to wait. You're waiting for something. You're waiting for something to come to you. And, I don't know, maybe you're waiting to see if this hangman energy, is really true to their word. Are they really going to be the one to offer you the happiness that you desire? Or the fact that you're still thinking about the initial person that you met in the past, Are you thinking about maybe moving forward to them? Because this card could also mean that, you're going to take action, you're going to move forward to them. So, it's all up to you, Cancer. The second card in the present, we have the Eight of Pentacles. And what this card usually describes is someone who is focused and putting in work. They're focused on their work. They're focused on what they have. They're admiring what they've, succeeded. And, they're after they did their assessment, like you did in your Seven of Pentacles just before, you're working. You're working on what it is that you want to aspire and to obtain during your struggles to become a better person. And that is clarified with the Lovers card, followed by the Four of Flamingos, aka the Four of Swords. So with the Lovers card, I'm getting that, you sat there and you assessed your love situation. You decided that maybe that Pisces hangman or whatever energy it is that we got down there was probably not the right soulmate for you. It was someone that was not going to bring you total happiness. So you decided to move forward and, return to that person that did make you happy, that person that did give you some type of security and made you feel at home with the nostalgic feelings like if you knew them for life. You went back to your twin flame, your soulmate, your true love. Because you know that you needed to help that person heal from the pain that you had caused them. And in the process, you too needed to heal. Because this decision that you committed, being distracted by this hangman, all it did was wear you out. For your third card in the present, we have Strength. And what I'm getting from this card is the way that distraction tore you apart, you were able to find your inner strength. What told you to think with your brain and not with your heart. And you were able to rebuild yourself again and move forward towards your Ten of Pentacles. This is the family card. This is the stable card. This is the financial success card. So, I'm guessing you went back to your King of Pentacles and, you ended up feeling content. And that's clarified by the Moon card. And the Moon card, a lot of people perceive it as something negative, but, the Moon card also means standing up to your fears. And if you look well at this card, you stood up to your fears. You stood up to your fears, and you were able to do what? Look at the man admiring his 10 Pentacles. See? So for your Oracle card in the near future, we have you are rare and tree. There are not many like you. And that's a fact, Cancer. You are unique. It's also card number 38, if anyone, likes numbers. And you are unique. There's something about you, Cancer, that, you're like irresistible to most people that you meet. It could be the fact that you're very romantic. It could be the fact that you're very compassionate. It could be the fact that, you're very caring and understanding. So, just know that there are not many like you. So for your first card in the near future, we have the Seven of Cups. And what I'm getting out this energy is that, the whole time that you were away from your person, that King of Pentacles that you met in the beginning of this reading, while you were out there chasing this hangman, your King of Pentacles was there all stressed out, thinking that, you had many options and that you put them out in the cold in order to chase these options because these options appear to be better than they were. And just like I said, their biggest concern, what hurts them the most is the fact that you went off this night up Pepper Mills and you went through with your little offer towards that hangman because you felt that there was passion and and fire there. But what I'm getting out of this is that the only thing that was there was just lost. So you decided to move on with your love offer. And I'm thinking this is the offer you're going to come back very slow with to give that King of Pentacles. So there goes this person again, the Hangman. You know, still trying to confuse you, still trying to keep you stuck, stagnant, unable to progress. But, you know, you already learned all their tricks. And, you know, hopefully you will not fall for it again. And you will move forward to a relationship that you know was built on equal give and take. You know, a person that you knew was going to match each and everything that you brought to the table. So whether it was love, lust, you know, stability, this person also has all that to offer you too. So since this person couldn't satisfy you, you know you had to move on and make your love offer to that King of Pentacles. Once again, this is Earth. And last card in your near future, we have the Seven of Swords. And usually the Seven of Swords could be perceived as, you know, lies, cheating, secrets. It could also be perceived as conflicts. Conflicts that, you know, you walked away from and, you know, they were, you know, even though you were victorious, they were like wasteless victories, you know? Because at the end of the day, you really didn't win anything. So, you know, when you walked off to pay attention to this Hangman trickster over there, you know, you walked off into something that you thought would be good, and all it did was drain you and break you, and, you know, you had to leave. You had to walk away from that because, you know, conflict is not what you need in your life right now. And instead, you went off to make a new beginning with your initial person, that King of Pentacles, because here you have the Ace of Oysters, which means the beginning of a stable, you know, relationship. Someone that makes you feel at home. Someone that gives you a sense of family, a sense of security. And that's clarified by the High Priestess, which tells me that, you know, you finally opened up your eyes. There are no more secrets. Now you know what it is that you want, and now you know what it is that you have to do to go get it, and you shall do that. Okay, so let's move on to your overall current energy, which I read from the bottom of the deck cards. And you have card number 37, Nature Communication, and it says flower energies, fairy energies, elemental messengers. So what I'm getting out of that is that, you know, you have the divine protecting you, the divine guiding you. But it's up to you to listen to the divine and know how you're moving. You can either move with it or against it, okay? Because you have those energies to manifest what it is that you want, because you are being guided by, you know, some protection or something that you were blessed with at some point of your life. And this goes on to the Page of Pentacles, which to me means, you know, the way you made your offer of love, your person came in, made you an offer of family, a sense of safety, stability, you know, a reconnection that was, you know, that was meant to be. Because the minute you guys connected, it was like, whoa, everything went fast because you guys just felt so good with one another. It was something like love at first sight, if that even exists. So for your last card in the overall energies, you have the Knight of Flamingos. And all that tells me is that you decided to move forward with loyalty, with honesty. And you got your eyes open to truth now. You know what it is that you want, and you're going to go for it. You're going to go for it, Cancer, because, you know, that's just what you do. Okay, so this is what I have for you this week, Cancer. I hope it resonated with some of you guys, or with all of you guys. I'm hoping. If it did resonate with you, don't forget to hit like. If it didn't resonate with you, just keep in mind that, you know, someone else out there may need to hear this message. So it would be a cool thing if you went and told one of your fellow Cancers, hey, listen to Ghetto Readings. You know, and have them maybe hit the like button or subscribe. You know, all we want to do is just keep the message circulating so it can remain within the YouTube algorithm, so that all the Cancers that need to hear it could hear this message. Okay, Cancer, so it was always a pleasure, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.